Hey guys, in today's YouTube video we're going to be talking about Neon and all the counters that you can use against her. So if you're struggling to counter her, but you seem to think she's OP and you want to look at how to counter her and how you can take her out in your next game, this is going to help you out as I'm going to give you a wide variety of different counters no matter what agent you are playing. If it does help you out, be sure to drop a like on the video. If you want to support me making these YouTube videos, I have a Patreon, there's a link down below or in the comment section, there's a wide range of benefits there. Does help me out too. Aside from that, let's get straight on into it. First counter being KO. Well, really, there is no surprise to this one. KO is a counter to every single agent, so obviously he's going to be a very, very nice counter to Neon. Now, if you wanted to target Neon specifically as a KO player, how are you going to go about doing this? Well, first off, you have your typical KO placements where you simply throw your knife in the area where the team are going to be rushing to, or where they spawn, or where they're going to be coming from, which is a general typical lineup or placement that KO players will often have on every map. Neon might be there, and then you'll take her out that way with her abilities. That is a temporary solution to it. Another counter that you can use is Neon's wall. You can go ahead and throw your cluster grenade in the middle of that wall to stop anyone entering it temporarily. Again, it depends on how the Neon player is going to be using this, whether she's using it to get her team onto site, or if she's using it for a more aggressive purpose, you might want to stay off that solution. However, it's definitely a great counter. You can also save your knife that will disable her abilities if you see her using her ultimate or one of her abilities, and simply use it when you see her and when the time comes. This one, again, is a little more unpredictable, and it's going to rely on your aim purely and the way you go about this. You don't want to get yourself exposed and killed, so it is a little more risky. And then the next counter is going to be obviously your ultimate ability. I would highly recommend you saving this if you hear Neon's ability. There's a very, very obvious voice line, which I'm sure you all know when she activates her ultimate ability. If you don't, you'll find out very, very soon what it is. So save it for that. If you hear that off, you can activate your ultimate ability. And as long as you're within the range that she is within, you'll be able to take out her ability completely and deny it, which is extremely, extremely good. Your next counter is going to be Chamber. Chamber obviously has his wide variety of traps, and these traps can go ahead and slow Neon down, delay her overall, which is extremely, extremely good, especially if you know where to place your traps when she's trying to move onto site. If she starts running or sliding or using her ultimate ability to get onto site, it's going to slow her down completely. It's an extremely strong counter and is a very nice one to have, especially on an agent like Chamber, just adding to the range of agents that he can counter with that. It really is a bonus when you have all the tools that he has. Then next up, you have your Cypher Trapwire. Cypher is actually going to be able to help out the team against Neon, which is really nice for Cypher mains out there. I know you've been wanting something like this. So if you place your tripwire down and Neon tries to enter site with her ability, obviously it's going to stop her in her tracks a little bit, and if she doesn't take it out, it will obviously go off and cuss her. However, if her teammates do, she'll be able to move on forward, but again, you're either going to delay her for about 3 seconds, potentially even up to 10 seconds if it does go off. And in Valorant, every second really does count here, and it is going to be absolutely crucial to you helping out the team and making sure that Neon isn't going to be entering on that site very, very quickly at all. Obviously, Cypher's camera can also be able to track Neon, however, you're going to have to be very, very good at aiming to take out this person and get it activated on them, aim and get at them and shooting it, because when Neon's sprinting, it's going to be extremely, extremely hard to hit her with it. Again, not really the main counter here, but the main one we want to focus on actually is going to be that tripwire. That's what I'd recommend you looking at for Cypher. Now, those are the list of the main counters, but we do have a few more. Obviously, initiators in general are going to completely counter the majority of Neon's abilities. For example, Killjoy, her turret, also Killjoy's smaller abilities. They're not a direct hard counter compared to Cypher and KO in my opinion, but they definitely do work against her and overall work against most of the agents in the game. So it can be really, really great to pick some of these initiators on your team and hold down the site really and delay anyone entering in. I would always recommend picking your agents based off your comp and not really focusing on the enemy's comp too much here. However, these are some counters that definitely help you out here, and they are really, really going to shut down Neon, especially the initiators and especially Cypher. The big one being KO. Will this increase their pick rates? It'll be interesting to see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but those are the counters to help you out in your ranks. But wait, we have one more counter. That is going to be shooting her. A Vandal, a Phantom, or an Odin, or an Ares if you're feeling a little bit spicy, will also take Neon out. So those are your final counters for Neon. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe for more tips and tricks videos like this. As well, I do stream on Twitch, link down below, and link to the Patreon down below too in the comments section if you want to support me on there further. And as well, click on the video on your screen right now if you want to go ahead and take a look at the best battle pass ever in Valorant, why you should buy it, and maybe if you should buy it or if not, depending on your situation.